Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Strike Force. Happy Friday. And today, I guess we have what I usually call the pre-blog video because I don't get early access to the blog, but there's enough data mines in there to tell us what's going on next week, including the Broken King Week 7 and another leaderboard on the back of this Null Diamonds. I'm starting to get leaderboard fatigue a little bit. I think that now I don't know if this is going to be like some weird 3-day one or if it's in fact going to be a 7-day one, right? They flip it around all the time. But there is another one coming for Hobgoblin. We also have some details about a new danger room coming back. We also have some extra details about Sentry or later about some updated files, right? We know this is coming very soon. So, you know, I don't know when we're going to start to get official information on this, but it's got to be pretty soon, right? Before the beginning of October. Maybe next week we'll start to hear about what the next team for October is. But before we get started with the video today, I do want to give a special shout out to something important. Hey everybody, so some of you might know that I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends for quite a while now. It's been about 8 months, I think. I can't believe it, honestly. But I really want to talk about something that's going on right now in-game that I think you guys are absolutely going to love. And I want to give a special thanks to Paramount for making all of this happen. In partnership with Paramount, we're going to be seeing none other than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming to Raid Shadow Legends. That's right, you heard me. And they're going to be starting this off by giving Michelangelo absolutely free, and all you need to do is log in for 7 days during this period. There's also going to be a whole slew of other characters, including the rest of the Ninja Turtles, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael. And we'll also be seeing the appearances of April and Shredder, who will be the focus of a very special event dungeon where you can do battle against this big baddie. And why is this an amazing time to start playing Raid? Because beyond just the turtles themselves, you can get yourself some amazing characters by using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen, including Karato Foxhunter of the legendary of the Shadowkin faction there, and also 3 amazing characters to go alongside him: Ugo, Tagore, and Deacon Armstrong at account level 15, 30, and 43 amazing epics to start your journey off. And you can also get yourself another legendary character, the Void Legendary Tahanarak, by using the promo code Desert Queen within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. So some amazing champions here alongside the turtle. So what are you waiting for? Get started now. I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of a promo here.
Wow, this is definitely not New York City.
Play now to get your free legendary Michelangelo champion.
All right, and we're back. And before we get started with the data mines, I do want to kind of cover and discuss some of the things that happened over the last day or so, because I didn't do a video yesterday. So they did, the update to the Secret Warriors refund. And I'm kind of exhausted about this topic, honestly. I've done a few videos this week on it. The TLDR really is that we're going to be getting a 14-day calendar where most of us are going to be getting 65.6 million gold and associated L4 training modules. And what I'm curious about actually is, it says like most players are going to get this, but what I'm curious about is the people who got their resources clawed back. You remember in the last video I kind of mentioned that a few people had DM'd me and told me that they had their gold clawed back. So are they going to get this calendar as well, or are they going to have to talk to support individually again about this? That's what I'm kind of curious about. But regardless, for those of us who really didn't take advantage or whatever, or didn't do anything with their Secret Warriors, we're gonna get some free stuff, right? So I'm done with the topic, I suppose. But if there's anyone who has like some weird scenarios, feel free to DM me about this, with a blurb about what's going on with you, and we can talk about it. Now I want to talk about the Blastaar Scourge, which is going to be starting on presumably Monday, right? It's been in the data mines for some time, so I know I'm the pre-blog, but I'm just going to assume it's starting on Monday and it's going to last for like a week or two. So all of this is exactly what I said in my Datamines video. The restrictions are exactly the same. So there's going to be no restrictions on missions 1 and 2. 3 and 4 requires any Conquerors, which also includes the Insidious 6, Blastaar and Quasar. 5 and 6, Fantastic Four MCU, Blastaar, Quasar, so you could substitute them in instead of Thing or Human Torch and that kind of thing. 7 and 8, Fantastic Four again with Hellfire Club. I wonder if this is going to be more designed to use Hellfire Club, except for you can't use Quasar and you have to use Blastaar, so it'd be 4 of the Fantastic Four members with Blastaar. that kind of thing. And then 9 and 10 is specifically Hellfire Club or Blastaar. So basically, if you want to get through this, you do need to have your Fantastic Four MCU built. You need to have your Hellfire Club built. If you have Quasar, he is probably going to hit pretty hard, and this might require, I don't know, right, until we actually play it, whether or not it actually requires you to use Blastaar or not. But at the very least, you're going to need to have all 5 members of the Hellfire Club upgraded if you want to do well in this. And there is going to be a leaderboard, like we talked about in the Datamines as well, although the breakdown here is a bit more clear. So if you want, let's just start at the bottom, actually. So if you're, I would say most people watching these videos should be able to get a top 25% score down here, which is going to get you a 3 red Blastaar. Now that's going to give you some additional shards, but where I'm at 90 out of 200 for 6 star. So I would need to get basically top 2500 if I want the 6th yellow now. Now I don't really care that much. I don't even use Blastaar that much. We'll see if the reds make a bigger impact on my gameplay. But if you want a 4 red, then you're going to need to score in the top 5,000. And if you want a 5 red, you need to score in the top 2,500. I'm obviously going to, I'm going to try, I'm going to spend some time on it, but I'm not going to like bash my head against something just for 1 or 2 red stars. But I will be making content on it next week. I'm going to try and do this from a more reasonable perspective. Like, it's not going to be, I'm probably not going to do a run of like every single pack, or at least that's not going to be my first video. My first video will probably just do a basic run, add on some of the packs that are quote unquote necessary to use for this, that makes the characters better, right? The Blastaar ones and so on. All of the packs we've already covered, so I'm not going to be covering it here in today's video. They're all listed on the blog, but I already covered them in my Datamines. They're pretty much exactly the same. They've added a few ones which which are not new, but the ones that we've had before. I covered all the ones in the Datamines that were new, like these tactical enhancement buffs, which are just there to make the enemies harder. So we'll be doing this in more detail next week, though. So let's go on to the Datamines and talk about what's new. Now, we got quite a bit here, actually. I had the Broken King week 7 yesterday, but I wasn't really in a mood for doing a video. Just a TLDR is that I had to take Loki to the emergency vet, actually, here in Frankfurt. So it was my first time going to a vet in Germany, and this luckily it wasn't that big of a deal. It didn't cost me too much money this time around. But yeah, that's just where I've been since I missed out a day on videos. So Broken King week 7. Spend campaign energy, use Blastaar from 4 yellow, and raid with Hellfire Club for rewards. Play Blitz with Hobgoblin to earn exclusive rewards. Okay, so this is going to be next week. So we have Blastaar at 4 and 5 yellow, if you have that. And then the premium objectives of blitzing with Hobgoblin at 5, 6, 7 yellow. And it's missing for some reason, but I guess it's going to be also raiding with Hellfire Club next week. We have this new global milestone, the Multiversal Blast. Now, I think that this is going to be probably, it doesn't say because it never says in the text, but I bet you this is going to be the release method for Sebastian Shaw, because we still don't have the free-to-play release for him. And I think because of how long the Blastaar Scourge is going on for, they kind of need to make him available outside of the Antimatter store. So I think this is probably it. But you are going to get global points for this by playing the Blastaar Invasion. So that's going to funnel into this Multiversal Blast milestone, a global milestone starting next week. Hellfire Club Assembly. You might be familiar with these kind of assembly milestones. This is just like free shards, usually a web free claim, that kind of thing that goes towards it. It says earn milestone points through special offers and daily free claims as you advance through events. Each milestone grants Hellfire Club shards and their 7 red to strengthen your roster. Okay, there you go. Now, whether or not you can get all the 7 reds, and if that's necessary, if you can get that free to play, for newer players, this might be okay. There's a special Hobgoblin tech training event milestone. This sounds like a new character thing. Maybe they're going to be experimenting with this with every new character. I don't know. Play any battle with Hobgoblin. Play the game modes with gear tier 19, 20, Hobgoblin, 4 yellow through 7 yellow Hobgoblin. So additional rewards if you unlock them early, and if you whale out and get his yellow stars as well. So we'll find out about that, I guess, when it shows up. Accursed is now Accursed is now farmable. The Hood character shards are now available in the raid store and raid orb for shop credits. Helverine is going to be available on Hard Nexus 1.9, replacing Absorbing Man, who remains available in the War Store. Now, this is interesting because we haven't had a node farm in some time, but there you go. So some reason for you to spend your campaign energy on Helverine if that's what you want to do. And then Satana is replacing Hyperion in the Spotlight Raid Orb, and Hyperion is going to be moved into the War Store. Now, there have been some complaints about the War Store because the characters don't always show up, and I think that's the same for some of the other stores as well, like the Crucible Store. I think like they're not always there. So yeah, whatever. Hopefully you managed to max out Hyperion when he was in the Spotlight Raid Orb. We also have the Fountainable, called the bumps, right, for Fantastic Four MCU. So Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, Franklin have been added to the Ultimus, Basic, Premium, and Mega Orbs, so the supply section, and the Ultra and main stores. Direct Red Star and Diamond promotions are now available in the Antimatter store. So if you want to spend your Antimatter on their on their diamonds, will be available there. Replacing Thunderbolt characters who now direct promotions will be in the Elite store. So I am keeping track of these dates for all of the characters. I've added new columns into my spreadsheets for Diamond, when they go into the Antimatter store and when they go into the Elite store, just to keep up with all this. There's a lot to keep up with. Gore, Thanos, and Sentinel have been removed from the Mega Orb. Not that we care. Like, how often do we even get Mega Orbs? Does this even matter anymore? It's kind of crazy. Check out the updates in the store today. So this is probably going to be like next Wednesday. They tend to trigger it on like a Wednesday midweek, that kind of thing. I don't know why I have Hellfire Club Assembly twice. Let's delete that. Multiverse Assembly was also. Oh shit! Can I bring that back? Was there something else in there? I think that was it though. Oh shit! No, I did. You know what? Hold on. That was a my bad. My bad. I have to. I have to fix that because that was the Hobgoblin. Oh, shit. All right, that's the first time that I've actually deleted my own Datamines by accident, so I have fixed this. This is the Pumpkin Rain event, the Diamond Hobgoblin event that I was talking about here. So, Commander, get ready for the Pumpkin Rain milestone. Gain progress in this event by earning Abyssal Core and Scorpion Diamond Orb fragments, battling in Cosmic Crucible, battling in raids, playing Blitz with Hobgoblin, and from Daily Web free claims. Blah, 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 blah. Fantastic Four. Apparently, there's Fantastic Four Diamond Orb fragments still that they're still giving this away. I already spent all of that because I didn't think we were getting any more. But anyways, keep up with the leaderboard for a chance to earn an exclusive 3 Diamond Hobgoblin. Good luck, Commanders. Points. Abyssal Core Orb fragments. So I'm not entirely sure where that's coming from. There's probably some events while this is running on. Earn 1 Scorpion Diamond Orb fragment. This is very likely to be a premium milestone next week. Battling Cosmic Crucible, battle in raids, play Blitz with Hobgoblin. So there's a lot of stuff here with regards to Hobgoblin. Now, this is not much different from the Scorpion stuff, Gear Tier 20 Scorpion that was like for the Null leaderboard. But the fact that this is on the back of the Null leaderboard, like almost probably pretty soon, I doubt I will be doing much in this one. I don't care about diamonds for Hobgoblin that much, like at all. So this will be a skip for me. But there it is if you guys want to know some more information about this. And we had some additional more details. I think I discussed this in a previous video as well about Sentry, but they're starting to add more and more entries into the code, into the JSON files about the various Battle World bosses. For Sentry, you can see Bullseye boss, Bullseye Sentry boss, Captain America Sentry boss, and there was a handful of other ones that I mentioned previously. Ares, Black Widow, Daken, Hawkeye, Hulk, Iron Man, Iron Patriot, Moonstone, Thor, and US Agent, for a total of 12 bosses. So maybe there's going to be like 3 of them per zone. Maybe we're going to have 4 zones, and then the 5th zone would be the Sentry boss fight. Obviously, we don't have any full details about what that's going to look like, and I really hope that we do soon. Also, there is going to be a Sinister 6. I think I must have deleted that data mine by accident as well. So there is a Sinister 6 Danger Room coming. Just take my word for it. I'll fix it before it goes onto my Discord. I will fix this, but apparently I did not have time because I accidentally deleted it there. But there is going to be a Sinister 6 Danger Room. There was frames. That's what I deleted. There was frames for the various Sinister 6 characters that you're going to get awarded in the Danger Room as well. So that should be fun. So we're moving on from Hellfire Club, but it's going to be like Sinister 6. So you're going to be able to use a whole like sweeping range of Sinister 6 characters for Danger Room. So that should be pretty exciting. Honestly, I do like the Danger Room. Honestly, I know some people don't, but I actually enjoy it. I think it's fun. Some people do get it done in one run, and I guess you don't really need to do it again. But for what it's worth, I actually do like this particular gameplay. We'll see how difficult and challenging that one is when it comes into the game. This may very well be next week as well. So just a bit of a heads up about that. You know, if you're working away on your Sinister 6 characters, or your Insidious 6, or your Superior 6, like any of these characters, most likely it's going to have one of those packs where it buffs some of the older Sinister 6 characters to make them a little bit more better for this. And I'll be watching out for the Datamines for those kind of things as well, the packs and new buffs and things like that. And we'll talk about that maybe next week. We'll see in the blog later on today exactly what stuff is starting when. But the thing that's upcoming first is obviously going to be the Blastaar Scourge. So do keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, I think that's the end of this video. Everyone have a great Friday, and we'll probably have some videos over the weekend. We'll see what ends up showing up. And also that the login calendar for all that gold is going to be starting on Saturday as well. So I'll be interested to see who gets that and who doesn't. That's going to be the end of this video, everyone. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And if you have some free time and you want to give it a shot, do download Raid Shadow Legends. I'm going to have that in the description down below. You can get yourself started there with some amazing free stuff and the 7-day free login for Michelangelo of the Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Collabs right now is an absolute blast. So that's it for me, everybody, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.